Hi, Pat. It's
Hey,
great to hear that Smith McLaurin has now completed both an Innovation Integrator and a Technical Consultancy with the Scout team. Can you please just briefly explain what benefit and value you've taken away from the process?
I think the first thing for us, Grahame, is that we are a very small fish in a large pond. So therefore, in order for us to survive as a business, innovation is absolutely critical to us. And what I found with the process which we used, the one thing that stuck out for me was the 12 aspects of successful innovation, and the need to consider them all. And we're used to innovation here, but there were certain aspects in there that we hadn't really considered in terms of going from the innovation right through to the commercialisation. So the first thing that just struck out for me was the initial work that was done with the team, which really showed us where we needed to actually be focusing on to make the successful innovation.
That's great, and I'm glad to hear that you found it useful. So can you describe how you found the experience and the mechanics of the process itself? Was it straightforward enough from your perspective?
Yeah, I think, like all these things for us, we're in doing it for our first time. So therefore we rely on the guidance from guys like yourself to take us through it, which you did with very little need for input from us to actually manage the process. You managed it and managed it very well. And that then allowed us just to contribute from the business perspective and from the technical side. The initial part of pulling together the information for you, again, it just kind of focuses you when you sit down as a team and you then say, right, I've got to provide this information for somebody who actually doesn't know our business. So how do I do that? And then it starts to show one or two holes with your own thinking. So that was good. That was a little bit enlightening for us.
No, that's great to hear, and I agree. It's always good to get that outside perspective.
Yeah.
So from our previous conversations, I know that you're never short of things to keep yourselves busy. So with that in mind, what's next for Smith McLaurin?
I think we're now working on getting some innovations to market. We've got some ones that were in at the back of that, Grahame. We chose a couple of projects, but there's actually other ones which have overtaken them, primarily driven by market demand. So we're now actually actively working towards building on our sustainability strategy to deliver new products into the market. So, and we're using the tools that we see there and revising it to make sure that we're doing it properly.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Pat. It's been great bringing this to life for everyone. So just finally, to anyone out there thinking about connecting with the Scout team and potentially going through an Innovation Integrator or a Technical Consultancy, what would your advice be to them?
Advice would be to take it on and do it. Even if you don't get the full benefit that you think you'll get from it, you'll get something. And we did. And if you have to innovate, and most companies are involved in some form of innovation, then you should really just get involved with Project Scout and try it out would be my thing. And if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, then you've tried it.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Pat. Well, we've really enjoyed getting the opportunity to work with you, and I hope that we can continue to build on the relationship from here. So thanks again.
Thanks, Grahame. Thank you.